Hi there! Hello, friends! Welcome to my very first episode of Adulting Life Diaries with Faith, your weekly kwentuhan space about life, adulting, and the messy, magical season of figuring things out, especially at age 30-ish and beyond. I'm Faith. I'm a Filipina, an international student here in New Zealand, and just like you, I'm still figuring out things and still learning how to adult one day at a time. And for this episode, ito lagi yung tanong na naririnig ko. Faith, why you choose to study at age 30-ish? So today, I'll share the real reason behind the doubts, the drama, the journey itself, and the dream behind that big decision. So let's have a quick flashback. So way back in the Philippines, I'm working full time at home, doing everything okay. I already established my routine for myself, for my family, for the church, and of course work. I have a little box of savings, and sometimes I get to travel whenever I have budget. But deep within, like parang may kulang, something's missing. Yung feeling na I'm doing everything I can, but it feels like um, there's so much more. And sabi ko sa sarili ko, um, what if I try going abroad, studying abroad, which is ko naman talaga siyang gusto na mangyari, going abroad. It's just that I had multiple failures, like of course denials as well when I tried applying for one. So one day when a friend of mine who had the same pathway as mine messaged me and said, "Hey, there are like scholarships in our school, in their school." So I tried my luck applying and enrolling in that school. So I researched more about it, scheduled an appointment with their um, education consultant just to check what is it about studying master's degree in New Zealand. And it was like um one-on-one Zoom session, and then he laid out the options, the requirements, and after that, um, I took person test of English, um, paid the tuition, and then yeah, that suddenly happened smoothly. Um, there's a disclaimer. I don't have everything prepared so much from the day that I start enrolling. I just have like few bucks and I just strategize what are the resources that I can use, or like even consider lending some money to my mom, to my one close friend, and the others borrowed it in the bank. So I strategize on my resources. Pero wait, laking desisyon nun, 'di ba? It was like every step of the way, um, dami ko pa ring, takot. It was like, um, "Kaya ko ba 'to? Will I pass the English exam? Will I, have enough budget to prepare for the tuition in the next coming term, in the next year? Will I be able to finish my studies?" Kasi I don't have everything yet figured out. Kaya ko bang i-sustain financially? Kaya ko bang mag-isa abroad? Um, what if bumagsak ako sa subjects? What if yung partial scholarship that was given to me, hindi ko, bumagsak ako and I cannot like maintain that. Ang dami. It was like I feel lost while still going each step of the way. Pero nakakatawa eh. Kasi um, Imagine mo na nandito na ako sa New Zealand ngayon. I didn't figure it out everything all at once, but slowly, the answer is coming, and the resources are also coming to me. To think na nagdesisyon ako mag-aral abroad, people would think na 30 ka na, you should have your stable career, you have your own family, yeah, everything stable. Dapat okay ka na. Pero here I am studying master's degree, um, balancing between studying at the same time working, 'di ba? Pero despite of all those fears and doubts, a part of me in my heart is still shouting, Faith, this is your time. This is your timeline. You're not being late. This is where you should be in your life. And okay, the reason why I said yes in studying abroad because I wanted growth. I wanted new skills and I wanted to honor that what's in me na pinapangarap kong mag-aral abroad for so many years. And of course, I tried studying abroad because I don't want to live my life feeling regret na what if hindi ko pala sinubukan? What if um, pagtanda ko iisipin ko na paano kung sinubukan ko pala nun? Paano pa nag-risk pala ako? Pero dahil I was not ready, I did not try. But now, I was finally here, brave enough to say na um, gladly I tried, even if there are challenging moments. And I tried because I even wanted something more. I wanted to expand myself out of my comfort zone. And you know what? When I finally arrived here in New Zealand, once I landed in their airport, I know maraming uncertainties. All I said was, finally, this is where I'm meant to be. And I'm grateful for the chance that was given to me to try studying abroad. So, kung you're still listening up until this what do you call this up until this time, and if you're like me, you're a dreamer but you feel a bit of a scared and thinking na you're too old, you don't have time, and it's too late for me, I'm telling you right now na you're not late. Hindi ka nahuhuli. Nagbabago yung buhay nila, you know, like by age 40, 15, 60. And so bakit pipigilan mo yung sarili mong mangarap ng malaki ngayon pa? And baka ito na rin yung sign mo na kung kaya ng isang Faith na mag-aral abroad at age 30ish, for sure kayang-kaya mo rin. Maraming salamat for being here sa first episode ko. Grabe, sobrang special sa akin ito kasi um, I shared my vulnerability, and thank you still for listening. I just hope kung may natutunan ka today and gusto mo ng kausap about adulting life, you can follow this episode, this podcast, and feel free to share it with someone na kailangan ding marinig to. And then next time we have something to talk about, and I'm so excited to like be consistent in uploading this kind of adulting life diaries with Faith series, and see you in the next episode. And always remember, hindi ka late, hindi ka nahuli, you're just getting started, and there's more to life. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.